Default. Click on it, on the arrow. Yeah, default should be good. Yeah. Okay, I should not speak right now. Look is fixed. Okay, guys. New mic is fixed, although same mic, but new connection. But it should be fixed right now. Bro, I had such a good intro at the stream, but it's a shame it will be gone forever. But we can start again, of course. We are watching BAMBI versus ENDGAME. First round just being won by ENDGAME here 6-0. Thank you all for notifying us about the audio problems in the chat, guys. Really appreciate it. My name is Rank. I'll be a commentator for tonight, and this match is brought to you by Rixo. And we are just getting into the second round here on the beautiful Sandal map. BAMBI playing with Noise, Bestia, Easter, Magic, Coop. And on the side of ENDGAME, we have Simple, Sage, Pros, Notification, and Zekrom. Welcome, welcome. Lumine, good to see you again. CX 2014, Yarakov, see you. Good to see you as well. Bro, I can't wait for the new season, man. I see some good reference already. Really, really hyped for that one. Grant's difficult username, but thank you for notifying us. Lovely, lovely. Second round, starting right now. How is your Valentine's evening, guys? Tell me if you have anything to share. While we are just jumping into the second round here. Right now, BAMBI with 5 players, so this round will be way more interesting than the first round. Curious to see how BAMBI will perform here with 5 alive at the start. Noise playing with the normal combo, Ares Thunder. We see Bestia playing Railgun Hunter, that's interesting. And that's pretty much all the interesting combos on BAMBI. On the side of ENDGAME, we have all very common combos, although I see pros on Titan, Railgun. And the blue side ENDGAME playing with Titan, while BAMBI isn't. Simple, by the way, I didn't even notice, but pulling a flag already, that's simply lovely. Okay, but no, that's a very early lead for ENDGAME here. To be honest, that's a bit of a crazy one. I expected a bit more from BAMBI here with 5 alive at the start. With ENDGAME, it looks like they don't have any problems with them having someone more on the battlefield. Currently, we're watching the last round of the Swiss stage already. We have one more game after this one, and then the first ranking is already over. This one has really flown by, to be honest. It was a very interesting rankings. Enjoy to stream this one and to commentate this one here with you guys. Some interesting new teams, new combinations. 2 new teams winning paint, of course. One more time at homies, that is. But we are currently watching a bit of a... it's not the most important match, but for these teams it can be really important because ending... if you lose this one, you end with more losses than wins. And if you win this one, you end with 4 wins, 3 losses. It's a bit of a confidence booster to have more wins than losses, of course. Also will give you a bit more TMR points. So, I think there's not really the highest pressure for this match, but it's still a very interesting match for these teams. And ENDGAME getting the first capture in the second round really prove a point here for them. They won the first round of the season playing Apex Elite, but they lost a round to Apex Elite. So I really didn't expect a lot from ENDGAME there from that start. So they had a bit of a difficult start, but after that they managed to win against Smoke, a team that won 4 rounds and 2 losses only. So a very good team, and ENDGAME getting 4 wins, getting a win against them. So that was really cool to see. So this is a team that also has grown a lot during this tournament. At least it feels like it. Good to watch them right now here, to be honest, with ENDGAME versus BAMBI. Notification here. Able to pull, but choosing to play it a bit more patiently, dodging the grenades. Good choice. ENDGAME here They don't need any more catches as well. We are seeing them play a bit more carefully here. 1-0 in the lead. Not pushing risks with a lot of risks, just doing damage. And keeping control of the base here, simple. That's an interesting Crusader OD. It will not hit. It was a difficult one to hit as well. Overdrive box, talking about the OD box dropping right now as well. Magic can't get that return. Oh, I really thought he had a return there, to be honest. But this is going to be a difficult story right now. Notification will be dropping the flag in a bit more safe spot. Sedge will continue this pull. I feel like Endgame with a bit more perfect play should also have crashed that overdrive box, but they didn't. Flag still in play. Magic with a potential return here. And now he has returned the flag. Okay, that's a bit of a messy one for Endgame, because I feel like they could have hit a capture and could have got that overdrive box as well. But at the end, they did not get both. So that's why Coop now has an opportunity to pull here, because he picked up that OD and flag will be returned. So still all good for Endgame, but they are making it a bit more difficult for themselves. A bit more difficult than needed, to be honest. Ooh, the coffee is cold. That is not really great. Remind me to have in between recharge my coffee, or refill, I mean. Talking about that, don't forget to hydrate, guys, here tonight. Drink enough water. It can be a long one this today, but BAMBI needs at least a tie here to get to a long match. And so far, it is Endgame with all control, but this round is looking a lot better from BAMBI than in the first one. Notification, Pella OD using here right now. Pro is going for a use and take on the Titan Overdrive, and doing so. Noise will have a nice kill with the Ares OD, but cannot save the Overdrive box, so it's at the end not really worth it to use your Ares OD there. Still really deleting this attack from Endgame there, so loads of ODs being used and with little to no result. But that's of course great for Endgame. They're already in the lead. They don't need more results. Every wasted OD from the opponent is some overdrive they can't use in attack anymore. So that's no problem for them. Pro simple here on the right side of the blue base. Pros can use a nice Titan OD here to support 3 while trying to pull another flag. But he's choosing to save it for now. Now low on health as well, too risky to use. Doesn't do so. Great decision there. Was a bit scared that he was used there, but luckily he didn't. Magic here using an OD on pros. That looked a bit personal, but it's definitely worth it because it can keep them controlling this overdrive box. Notification though, still alive. Now not anymore. Sedge, very low on HP. Easter will get that OD box. A lot of fight on the overdrive box here in this matches, to be honest. Teams really are fighting for every OD they can get. For BAMBI, it's absolutely needed as well here. They need to keep control over those OD boxes, need to keep control over the game here because they need a capture in at least the next 2 minutes. Because a tie will keep them in the game, but if this is also a loss, then it will be a very difficult game for them already. Especially because we will be moving over to Red Alert next round. A bit of a uneven map. Still quite balanced, but there's definitely a better base and a less good base. And it'll just make it quite difficult because it's not a map where you can win back-to-back rounds on. You can win a round and tie another round. Back-to-back wins are quite difficult. for teams so close to each other as this teams. So Easter doing a mega job here with a nice pull. Pele overdrive being used. We saw Bestia using a nice Hunter OD in the base to give Easter loads of space. And Easter very low on health, but will get that first capture for BAMBI. So we are back to a tie. Now Coop picking up this flag. BAMBI can even win this match. Okay, pros having a nice Titan OD to force a return here. Overdrive box dropping. Seachrome can catch that one. Endgame, they had potential in the first few minutes of the map to capture another flag, but they played it a bit more patiently, a bit risk-free. But at the end, they only had one flag in the lead. So with this one capture for BAMBI in the last few minutes, we are back to a tie. So Endgame not really happy with this result for sure. Right now they're trying to force something with Simple and Sage and the overdrive from Zekrom coming in. A lot of power at the same time, but maybe with a bit more spread between those ODs, it could have had way more impact, because now this flag is still in a tricky position to continue the pull for. Magic should be dealt with, but isn't, and he will get that return. Once again, a crucial return by Magic. He had a lot of returns this match already. So with that being said, guys, second round being a tie with both sides getting one capture only. First round being won by Endgame, of course. And with this scoreline, with a 1-0 lead overall for Endgame, we will be moving over to Red Alert. I will see you guys right there in a few minutes. Third round starting right now here with Endgame tying last round instead of winning. We're currently for 1-0 overall score. Last round, of course, was 1-1. So Lumine, you're fully right on that one. And third round will be the decisive round if Endgame can manage to win here from the blue base. If this will be a tie, we'll have a fourth round. If this will be a win for BAMBI, we'll have a fourth round, of course, as well. So still loads of options, but it's kind of match point here for Endgame. They need to win if they want to finish it here right now. But no rush. To be honest, still a round left after this one before we get to overtime. Loads of rounds to be played here on the Red Alert map. And looking forward to that one. Interesting map in my opinion. Curious how to see the differences between heavy hulls will be used here, because we see Cooper playing with Titan, Easter playing with Ares, and on the side of Endgame we only see we see also a Titan. I missed that one earlier. Sorry, pros, playing Titan as well. He has been playing Titan all game long. But Coop playing it with Shaft. That's interesting to see. Yo, Spade, good to see you. No, but let's see. Bestia playing with Rogan Hunter. Yeah, it's also a combination. And on Endgame we do not see any Hunter, but what's the difference then? Which hull is Endgame using that? Okay, BAMBI isn't using Titan, or isn't using Viking. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Let's just wait and see. Coop here using a nice Titan OD to support Magic here. Bestia using a Titan OD on a Hunter OD on pros. Titan OD, geez, lots of words. Got a bit mixed up there. But at the end, Magic will have a very big challenge ahead of them if he wants to stay alive. Able to get the flag out of the base here. Noise, not able to get a return. Sage will be able to secure that flag again. But we'll be in a standoff situation already with still 7 minutes to go. Let's see how this one will go. But this can cost a lot of time here for both of the teams. And we can make a very, very problematic round for BAMBI. Because once again, the tie is not good enough for them. Of course, they will continue to round 4 if this will be a tie. But it will make the game quite difficult. They pretty much need a win here. And last round they showed that they can step up, that they can bounce back after having a player less in the first round, and after having, pardon me, after having to get to emotionally reset. Easter here behind the building, got very close to a return, but it once again Bestia with the flag, BAMBI keeping control of the flag of Endgame, and on the other side we see Endgame keeping control of the flag of BAMBI. Standoff still going strong. Oh, Noise knocking down the flag carrier, but impossible to return from this position. So Simple will take over. Sage here, Viking overdrive being used. Cannot make it to use and take. That was probably the plan, but Coop with his shaft stopping that opportunity. Pros now will do use and take, but it's not the most useful use and take here with the Titan overdrive. Oh, notification! I didn't even notice, but getting the return. This gives Endgame the opportunity to capture this flag. Simple, rushing to the flag, and it's a 1-0 lead for Endgame. Currently, this is enough to win the match. I didn't even notice the flag being returned there. But this will make it a very difficult game for BAMBI here. First 5 minutes being gone after this quite a long standoff. And in the next 5 minutes we are currently having, they need to capture at least a flag to stay in this game. Yep, and it will be difficult. And we have here Magic trying to make it even more difficult. Oh, sorry, Sage it is. Simple will take over Titan Dome for by pros to support the flag carrier. Ooh, we got a great shaft shot, but not able to knock down Simple. And we are in a 2-0 lead already here for endgame. Showing that they are dominant here on this map. But the second round, that a tie was just a mistake for them. And right now they are just back to their regular program. It's looking good. It's looking good by endgame. Another overdrive box dropping. Zekrom can take that one. But also Notification can. Let's see. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, for endgame. Although an Ares OD is considered more valuable. Notification here yet to capture a flag in this round. Pulling one right now. And if this will be a capture, it will be the third for endgame already. And with that capture, it's probably over for BAMBI. Let's wait and see. Nice OD by Zekrom here. Will damage Magic a lot. Will give Sedge the opportunity to go for a capture. But Bestia, Hunt OD going massive. Not able to stay alive long enough though. Coop now has to secure the return. He'll be putting this flag. I don't think that's the right decision, to be honest. There's no time to pull the flag. There's just time enough to return and then pull the flag. You need to prevent the standoff here from happening. If you want to have at least a little bit of chance to win. Then you need capture, and you need to capture very quick. But currently, Simple with the opportunity to go for the return. At the other side, we see returned as well. The flag, I don't even notice who it was, but flag on both sides being returned. And that's great for endgame here. They just need to keep the scoreline 2-0 or 2-1, doesn't matter, for the next 2 minutes. At least they need to win. And then it will be the last round of the season for them. So let's see what endgame can show us here in the next 2 minutes. They were at 4 in the first round, Spade. Second round, they were back to 5v5. And they tied the second round. So BAMBI played pretty good in the second round, to be honest. And endgame played a bit too much... with a bit too much patience, I think. Not really aggressive, not going for attacks. But this could have been a total different game, of course, if BAMBI was with 5 in the first map. But yeah, we will never know. It will be the end of BAMBI here, though, in this tournament. Ending with 3 wins and 4 losses this season. Not a great season for them at all, to be honest. They maybe expected a lot more. For endgame, it's still not a great season. I think they probably want to finish the tournament a bit earlier. They had 3 wins already 2 rounds ago, I believe. So then they could already finish up the tournament, but they have to play all 7 rounds here to do it. And not the best result for both of the teams. Maybe both of the teams expected higher than where they are right now, but endgame, at least ending up in the green side of the bracket, trying to fix at least a bit. And for BAMBI, it will be a rough few weeks before Major Rankings 2 start, because I hope to see both of the teams again in the second Major Rankings. But time will tell here. Endgame, 18 more seconds. Noise can pull this flag and maybe even capture it. But Notification doesn't allow fun things like that from happening. You'll get a return. And with that being said, guys, 2-0 is the ending score of this match, and also of the whole map, whole game, to be honest, not only this round. 2 wins for endgame, 0 for BAMBI. And with that scoreline, we will be moving over to the next game of tonight. We will be live in 10 minutes time on the EN main channel with the match Kufiata versus Duck Stories. Also a 3-3 bracket game, and it will be the last game of this rankings. So you don't want to miss that one out. See you guys in a few minutes right there, on the EN1 channel, on the EN main channel. And yeah, see you guys there. Have a good evening.